I do match energy.
Period.
Period. Duh. But thank you for saying I am a sweet
Yeah.
person.
So
Um,
now the rat that
the
scurries.
rat that scurries, she's here. And is she, I don't know, is this a fake attempt at redemption, a fake attempt at therapy, the tears, or is, as we watch the OC this season, or is Tamra, listen, I don't want to sway you. I don't want to sway you. You know, is Tamra really learning and working things out in therapy? Don't agree with me.
So so I have yeah, it's just funny. This is where like I can kind of like how crass do I want to be?
You can
Um
be as crass as you want.
a good friend of mine, Keith Malley, grew up in the scene in the 90s in New York, and there was like underground shows, and he used to play a game called Tears or Tits, and like a performer would either break down in tears or pull out her tatas. And my brain goes to tears or tism with Tamra. She's either pulling out the tism or the tears as like a reason to be okay with like being awkward and inappropriate and like not getting your shit together. And like I get it. I am a late in life neurospicy person. I found out in my 40s that I have ADD, but I use it to inform my way through spirals and processes so that I don't show up as a shitty person. I don't use it to excuse any potential shittiness. I actually try to be a better person in community, understanding that other people might be neurospicy around me, and I try to use it as like a superpower, not a kryptonite.
That's well put. That's well put. I mean,
So
that's,
tism or tears, and that might be crass, but it's like tism or tears.
well, no, yeah, look, it's like if someone shows you who you are, I believe them. Listen, in the real world, my experiences with Gretchen, not, again, I'm not like in bed with these people 24/7. So it's not like I have, but my experiences with Gretchen and Slade have been nothing but wonderful. I
Yeah.
agree with Gretchen at this point of where we are in the season. It's like when she says things like, "Here we go again. This is what Tamara does." Like it is, like even that first scene where Tamara was like, you contacted my daughter to use against me, and Gretchen's like, I didn't.
No,
She
I
made a
didn't.
statement online that, whatever, that, this is the father's account. This is not the father's account. I'm speaking. And I commented on it. And she's like, it's the same thing. And she's like, it's not the same
It's
thing.
not the same
And it's
thing.
not. But I mean, so I understand where Gretchen's like, regardless, this is what Tamara does. Like, I let
Yeah.
down my guard for 1 minute.
Yeah.
It's just that sometimes you're just like, I know you. I know what you do. I mean,
Yeah.
so when Tamara's like, let's start over, Gretchen's like, you've done this 800 times to 800
Yes.
people throughout the seasons.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you don't call her a beautiful bird, you call her a rat.
I call her now. I am not the one that came up with the name Tamrat. Somebody, that's what the people called her. And one day I'm
And
like,
exactly,
I
it's not
get
even
it.
you, it's the people. Yeah, I have like catchy little sayings, and like one of them is patterns to date. And when you're analyzing a situation or a person and whether you want to move forward with them or accept if any change has actually happened, you look at patterns to date. And if the patterns were bad and they've changed, then patterns to date have changed to progress to the better. But if patterns to date is just that you're just a shitty person and you continue to be a shitty person, you just have different words for it, you're still a shitty person.
Yeah, I always say like past behavior dictates future behavior.
Exactly.
It's like the same concept. Yeah, no, I mean, and even when she's like, look, and also what a lot of people thought was going to be the Katie takedown season. This
Yeah.
was very divided. A lot of people are
Yeah.
like, Katie's a liar. She couldn't even pull up the facts. And I know the blogger. I mean, I've seen the screenshots. It seems, yeah, like Katie reached out to this person first. And a lot of other people, listen, the audience does not like a gang up. They all ganged up on Monica Garcia, and everyone was shocked that like 90% of the people were on her side. The
Yeah.
audience doesn't like a gang up. So a lot of people were after the first episode, I was like, oh, it's not looking good for Katie. I'm still not sure she'll be back next season. She might be,
Sure.
but lots of people are like, they ain't having it. They're like, they're ganging up on her. They, Emily and Gina are like the mean girl extensions of Tamra. Lots of people are
Yeah.
not happy with Emily and Gina. And you
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at like this scene where, and to Gretchen's point, where Tamara's like, no, like Katie, you film Shannon. By the way, I also love that they're breaking the fourth wall. The whole season
Yes.
is about the reunion and
Yes.
bloggers, and now
Yes.
you're showing I love when they break the fourth wall because that is what happens. Just
Yeah.
lean into it. If you're gonna do it once, just lean into it. The whole season's
Yeah.
about that. Where I mean, she showed up, and I remember hearing about this on the blogs in real time. With that, she showed up, she took the video of Shannon came late, she was pissed Alexis was there, blah blah blah. So it's like, but that's what I mean when when Tamara's like, well, I mean, that's what you did. There's text about it between,
Yeah.
when Gretchen's like, yeah, okay, welcome to it. This is Tamara. She saves the information. Now, granted, until we need it and she brings it out, she's not changed. Granted, the whole thing with Katie and the blogs, I mean, yeah, isn't that what everybody does, I guess? I guess they all
So
do.
I'm curious.
I
Yeah,
don't
because there's
know.
something interesting that Emily brought up that I'm curious if we can kind of just tiny bit
Yeah.
dissect. Because, Katie was like, oh, well, you talked about my parenting, and, yes, I answered this blogger. And Emily says, well, that was at the reunion. And so this is like a two-tiered curiosity poke. First, it's like, so is the big difference there is that at the reunion you have a chance to answer back? And then B, I'm curious if the level of media is part of what upsets them. Because if it was the Wall Street Journal calling Katie for a comment, are they as upset, or is it because it's a blogger? And so that's my two-part probe.
I think they would be as upset regardless. That's just my opinion.
Sure.
Again, it's like, look, I have a very different opinion on this than Emily or the whole cast or anyone. Like,
Because I think it's hypocritical a little bit to say I can jab at you at the reunion, but you can't jab at me in your chosen form. Like we're just everybody's jabbing.
yeah, everyone's jabbing. And to me, I've said this before, some people don't agree with me, and you don't have to. I feel your children, no matter how young, are on limits. Your past crimes are on limits.
If you bring them on the
Everything is
show,
on, like, I feel this is the game. Like, I'm always like, I can't change the rules. So
yeah.
people don't like this. They don't, I'm like, I'm just telling you how it is. And that's how I live my personal life too. Like, I don't make the rules. This is Housewives in 2025. It's been this way. It's not Orange County 20 years ago. There are bloggers, there are podcasters. People will find things about your children. If you blinked an eye wrong, people are now saying Stephanie from Miami, that she was the assistant to the wife and
Yeah.
she worked her way into the hut. Welcome to Housewives, sweetie. She worked her
Yeah.
way in and married the rich guy and pushed the wife out, and she ain't
Oh, all
self-made.
those bottle service pictures came out.
Right. So it's like whatever it is. Now, yeah, that's about her and her husband. I feel I don't like that children are on limits.